Movie thoughts. The Nice Guys, directed by Shane Black, starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, is a 1970s action-adventure comedy thing. You know, I was doing really well with that intro, and then it just all of a sudden got away from me. So, Holland Marsh is a private detective who has been tasked with the job of finding Amelia. Now, there are also other people who are after Amelia, and Amelia hires Jackson Healy to basically stop these people. So, Healy finds Marsh, pretty much breaks his arm, and then goes on his merry way. It later then transpires that these thugs come to Healy, asking where Amelia is, and effectively try and threaten him about it. So then Healy goes out of his own way, in his own time, in his own place, to try and find Amelia, team up with Holland Marsh, played by Ryan Gosling, Jackson Healy, played by Russell Crowe, who both of them are brilliant. In fact, Ryan Gosling in this, I didn't really realise until right at the end that it was Ryan Gosling. I knew it was Ryan Gosling, but I was just like, yeah, he blends into that role really well. Anyway, so they team up to try and find Amelia and hunt her down and stop the people who are trying to kill her, because they genuinely fear that she is in danger. She is also connected with some sort of pornographic film ring, and then a bigger story, a bigger problem that they didn't anticipate seeing arises. And oh my god, it's fantastic! Seriously, I love this film. Like, I know that it's all up in the internet to say, yeah, I love this film, or I hate this film. And if you actually watch my reviews, I'm very critical, and I don't say, yeah, I love this, or yeah, I hate this. I've only said that I love a film once, and that was The Jungle Book, and I generally did like that. I really did. I'm being honest now, The Nice Guys for me was perfection, and the reason why, I could turn my brain off and watch the film. I literally could just sit there, and I was engrossed. Everything was just like, and there was humour. There was so much great humour that got me literally laughing, and I was tensed up and I was rooting for the characters, but it was still really funny at the same time. Oh my god, this is a good film that I went to see and I love it. I want to go and see it again. I like this film, but let me break down to the reasons why I like this film and why it made me so... yeah. So, I've already mentioned that the comedy in it, well, it's not outright comedy, like Anchorman comedy, where it's just ridiculous antics after ridiculous antics, although it is ridiculous antics and ridiculous antics after ridiculous antics, but it makes you feel like this could actually happen in the 70s. Yes, there are moments in the film that are obviously ridiculous and could have happened. I don't know, it's Hollywood. Who knows, man? Yeah, so the story, it takes you along these characters who are kind of nice guys. I mean, they're not good guys, but they're nice. I guess that's the whole point of the film, is the fact that they are nice. I mean, they're not good. March, he literally will go out of his way to take money off of an old woman who is looking for her dead husband. What? That's not a good guy. He's nice because he does it in a caring way, but he's not a good guy. And Jackson Healy, yeah, he's a thug. But he did have this one instance once, which I won't go into detail about because you should really see it in the film, because it's actually really good. It's just brilliant. I love it. I can't get words out today. It's just all giddy because I haven't actually seen a film in about a week, and this was just like, it blew me away. Holland Marsh and Healy team up together, and you kind of see that they don't really like each other. March is still kind of afraid of Healy because Healy broke his arm, and pretty much throughout the whole film, March has a cast on, a part where Healy broke the arm and literally terrified him. But then Healy is a little bit fed up with March because March has a drinking problem, and it's fairly obvious. Now, there are also really cool undertones, and they are actually played really well by Holly March, who is a 13-year-old daughter of Holland March. Now, she actually is really good in this because she has some really quippy remarks. She's not annoying, and I've said it before, kids in films get on my nerves, but she was like, she just had that right level of acknowledgement. Like, you just knew that she was there. Like, and that was fine. Like, she didn't have any problems. Yeah, she wasn't like unfit or anything like that. She was just her own really cool character, and that was really well put. And then, so that's pretty much the story. I mean, I've pretty much spoke as much as about the story as I want to without going into spoilers and, like, saying too much. I want to talk about the cinematography, because this is really important. Okay, I actually went into this film and I'd already watched another review for this on YouTube, and it's someone who I trust quite a lot to make a good decision of a film, and I used to watch his reviews all the time. I don't so much anymore because I tried to go into films without watching reviews, but because this film was released in America last month, this review had been up for a while, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to watch it. I may as well, just before I started making the YouTube videos. In the review, he effectively says that it feels like a 70s film, like it was made in the 70s. But I'm going to take that one more step, because I generally believe that that's right. It makes the audience believe that you're in the 70s. I kind of felt that I was in the 70s while I was watching this film, and I don't know if that was because I was watching it in the cinema and everything else was black and there was hardly anyone in the cinema. It was just me and a few odd bods here that have the same tickets that I have, where you just can walk in and nobody gives a... But no, it generally made you feel like it's in the 70s. It usually, when I watch a film that is set before a time that I haven't lived, I wasn't alive in the 70s, I'm very aware that it's set in that time period. Like, it will go on in my head over and over and over again. Like, it'll be a constant bane. Star Wars, for instance, like, obviously isn't set in now, and that it goes on in your head. Like, you're fully aware of this. The Nice Men. I got the name of the movie wrong again. Come on. The Nice Guys, however, that just... it blows me out the water, because it made me generally believe that I was in the 70s. I felt like I would get up from this movie, walk out, and then I would be in Los Angeles and Hollywood, and no, I'm not. I'm in Mansfield, and it's boring, and yeah, that's cinematography wise. There are also the score in this. I love the score because, again, it engrossed you into, like, the police TV shows of the 70s, that era. There's, like, a very cool jivey music behind it. I can't really explain it other than that without doing, like, really weird noises through my mouth. That probably wasn't even close. Like, that score helps everything grow. And then the action sequences are brilliant, and they are funny, and they are tense, and everything is right in this film. I can't find any flaws. I just love it. Shane Black has done a fantastic job. The final, like, action scene, the final act is just wow. There are moments that touch my heart, and I was like, ah, and I'm just like, I can't get it out of words. It's all just mouth and noise. It's, I love this film, and for that reason alone, and I know I shouldn't do it, but it, I'm gonna do it. It's my thing. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Yes! I love this film. I needed to say that. I was actually gonna watch Warcraft straight after this film. I was literally gonna go in and do, like, a double bill of films and go straight in, but I couldn't. I had to leave the cinema on The Nice Guys because I didn't want to pollute it, because I'm very worried about Warcraft. I think that's going to be terrible. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this, click the subscribe button. There will maybe be more. I'm not sure. I still don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing or if this is just a hobby or whatever. I will be getting back to gaming content. If not this week, then next week I will be doing that. Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be making sure that I'm doing some recording and stuff for the Tomb Raider. I haven't forgotten about that. I've just had to let it rest for a bit because of, like, my technical issues and things. But hopefully all that's sorted now and I won't have any more problems. Yeah. Until next time, guys. I'm gonna just I'm going to be so happy. That's a reference, and if you want to know what the reference is, then you have to go and see the film.